Tape www.école au Sénégal. D'accord. À école au Sénégal. C'est facile, tu n'as qu'à te connecter. Tape école au Sénégal. Les leçons sont beaucoup plus détaillées.
And then we're going to probably more formal, my sincere. Like when you address a letter, you say sincerely, my sincere thanks to you and your team. My sincere thanks to you and your organization for a job well done. That's formal. But you're the best. You're the best, of course. Sometimes you have to use an exclamation mark. You're the best. After you see spouses say that, among themselves, oh, you're the best. You're the best spouse. You're the best husband. You're the best sister. You're the best teacher. So you're the best. Okay, it's always great when you hear that, especially maybe the teacher, and I hear the students say that all the time. I'm just very grateful. You're the best. And then you have another, you've been very helpful. You've been very helpful. Did somebody come over to clean your house? Did somebody come over to just step in to help you with your research? Did somebody come in when you needed help to get out of the car or get out of bed and that you could not? Did somebody come in to help you babysit your kids because you had an impromptu assignment? You are very helpful. Someone that is always there when there is a need, that is being helpful. Someone who is always present, someone that would hardly say no, someone that is always there to help out, would even call to check up on you to see if there's something that you needed. That person is a helpful person. It's someone that you can always count on. So you say, you've been very helpful, or you're such a helpful person. You've been very helpful. Without you, I don't know how I would have made it with this thesis. You've been very helpful with the kids coming in when I wanted, helping me out just so that I can focus and finish this report. You've been such a big help. You've been such a big help. That's been appreciative. You've been such a big help. So what about thanks for being so thoughtful? Did someone just imagine that probably you need your cocoa every morning with 2 cubes of sugar, and every time the person steps in to make sure that you had your breakfast, you had that cup of coffee? As a person just stepping in to say if your kids were being picked out of school, or a paper when they had a deadline that you probably totally may have forgotten, and he or she steps in to complete. You've been so thoughtful. You are such a thoughtful person. That person is always thinking ahead of time, sees the way you're working, sees your plan, and things that, oh no, if I don't step in, maybe he or she may not be able to accomplish the daily activities. And so you say, oh, you've been so thoughtful. You're such a thoughtful person, because he's always thinking about you. He's always thinking about your well-being, always thinking and making sure that things are going okay. Want to make sure that you're okay. Even if he or she is not able to assist, but want to make sure that you're okay. Checking up on you all the time. Are you okay? Is the family okay? Is business doing good? How is work going? What's your health like? That's someone that is thoughtful, because he's always checking up. He or she is always checking up on you. It's a thoughtful person. So you thank that person. So you're such a thoughtful person. You are so thoughtful. Thank you for being so thoughtful. A thoughtful person. Someone that thinks about you all the time, someone that anticipates your every move, but in a positive way. That is being thoughtful. Okay, and then you have, I want to thank you for your support and concern. That is so formal, so formal. I want to thank you. It's not I wanna, it's I want to. I want to thank you for your love, for your concern, for your presence, for your always being, So I want to thank you for your support and your concern. Is there someone that is always concerned about you? Is there someone that is concerned and does not end at being just concerned, but supports you, supports your actions? Then you thank that person. I really want to appreciate you for your support and your concern. I really want to thank you for your support and your concern. I am grateful for your support and your concern. Okay, do you see how intertwined it? I really want to appreciate you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I want to thank you for your support and your concern. That is so formal. Okay, and oftentimes we say that for a team of people, maybe you're going through a political meeting, political elections, and you probably won or you maybe not won, but you want to show gratitude for that group of set of people who supported you, who believed in you, who thought in you, who invested in you and your actions. You say, I really want to thank you. I really want to thank you for your support, for your concern, for your actions. You know, it's important. So that's a much more formal setting. So, and then we have other examples which are kind of like general, you know, for more formal, for more larger, larger population or larger events. You know, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for the bottom of my heart. It means that deep in you, you're so very much grateful and you're thanking that person from the bottom of your heart, okay? Thanks for sharing your vision. A person came in and wants to probably partner with you, wants to probably do business with you, and comes in and said, look, I have something, I have a PowerPoint, I have a presentation to make, to see if you're going to adhere to it, to see if you're going to agree to it, to join me in this mission. And the person comes in and presents whatever it is that you presented. At the end of the day, what do you say? You must always be grateful. So, well, thank you for sharing your vision. Okay, thank you for showing us, elaborating, explaining to us what it is. So thank you for sharing your vision. That is it. Somebody comes and explains to you, you know, has a presentation, trying to explain things to you to see if you're going to join them in the team and the work. You say thank you for sharing your vision. And then you have a winner's spirit. You have a winner's spirit. I mean, someone that explains that you see that, and you see in that person is actually going to make it. You see that vibrant spirit in that person. So, you have a winner spirit. You're a winner. You are a winner. And no matter what it is, I see you as a winner. You are a winner. Okay? So you have a winner spirit. That is it. You have a winner spirit. Okay? And then in a much more formal perspective, I want to acknowledge everyone's extra effort. You see the keyword everyone's, apostrophe S, not just everyone, but everyone's extra effort. This is more of a thank you to a group of people, not just singular, because I see everyone's effort, extra effort. So you acknowledge not only that person did not only that team, did whatever they were supposed to do the normal way, but they went an extra mile. So they went beyond the rules and regulations or beyond the core, okay? And so they went an extra mile just to make sure that things went right, just to make sure that you got it right, just to make sure that you got surprised or more clarity. Okay, and so you want to thank them for that extra effort. Did they stay up all night? Did they go home extra late? You know, did they build up? Did they go beyond and above? Did they think of something that you did not even think about? Did they go and call someone that you never even imagined? You know, they went way beyond that extra mile. So why don't you thank them for that extra effort? Okay, and so you say, I really want to acknowledge, you know, everyone's extra effort. That is more addressing a formal team after maybe a formal team, after maybe a good work or good evening, or after a good event had passed by. So you want to thank them for that extra mile. So I thank you for your extra effort, everyone's extra effort. Okay, you can even go to say, I want to acknowledge your knowledge and your service to this company, you know, to this organization, to this school. It is really appreciated. It's not going unnoticed. You see the different terms that I'm using, that you necessarily don't have to always say thank you, you know, acknowledge, you know, and things like that. I hope that you're getting some of those terms, okay? And then that was very kind of you. How can I ever repay you? That's informal. You can use it as a formal as well. Someone has done something that is so gratifying, something that you cannot really explain, something that really touched you, something that was very meaningful, and yet you were afraid that you're probably going to lose it or lose that person. It's not something that it was such a surprise to you that words could not really express your gratitude. And that's another thing. You say, oh, I am so, that was very kind of you. That was so generous of you. That was so kind. That was so brave of you. Maybe someone went an extra mile to jump in the waters or jump in the road to save your kid, your dog, whatever it is. Say, oh, that was so brave of you. That's, risking your life. Risking above all odds, and you just jump into. You said, that is so kind of you. That's so kind of you. That you had to wait in school until I get back to 7, 8, 9 with my daughter, with my son, until I get back from work. That is so kind of you. You didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway. So how do I repay you? I could never ever repay you for what you have done. You just don't begin to imagine your actions. It's just, money cannot even begin to compensate what you have done. So how will I ever repay you? Even if I did repay you, it would never be good enough. It would never be satisfactory enough because of what you have done. Do you begin to understand some of the terms? So I'm giving you some scenarios so if it ever happens, these are some words that you can use. That was so kind of you. That is so nice of you. That's so brave of you. That's so generous of you. How can I ever repay you? How do I even begin to compensate you? I would never ever. That's to tell you the magnitude of my gratitude, the magnitude of my appreciation, the depths of my thanks. Okay?